Every doctor has a story behind the white coat, a story of late nights, difficult choices, and moments that shape who you become. Today, I want to share a little bit of my story with you. Hi, I'm Dr. Shonali Chandra, an obstetrician and gynecologist. Today, many students know me as an educator, but there was a time when I was exactly where they are, confused, ambitious, trying to figure out my path in MBBS, trying to decide which branch I want to do my post-graduation in. And even those post-grad years and post that, the struggle still continues, the learning still continues. So let's talk about it a little bit more.
Ma'am, when did you plan to become a doctor and what was your motivation?
प्लान नहीं किया था एग्जैक्टली किसी पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट में डॉक्टर बनने का. इनफैक्ट मेरी जो अर्लीस्ट मेमोरी है शायद, और मेरे पेरेंट्स भी मेरे को ऐसे ही बताते हैं कि तुम हमेशा टीचर बनना चाहती थी. एंड आई थिंक मेरा रिकलेक्शन भी यही है कि मुझे बहुत लंबे समय तक तो टीचर ही बनना था. वो होता है ना कि आपको जैसे यूजुअल होता है, किसी को मैथ्स पसंद होती है तो किसी को बायो पसंद होती है. मुझे मैथ्स बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं थी, बायो पसंद थी, तो 10th में बायो उठा ली. फिर बायो बहुत अच्छी लगती थी और पढ़ते गए 11th-12th में. बट एक मेमोरी है मेरे को, बड़ी सिली सी है. आई थिंक मिलेनियल्स जो है शायद फिर भी कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे, बाकी यंगर लॉट को तो शायद याद भी नहीं होगा. एक HBO में ना बहुत पहले शो आता था, बैंड ऑफ ब्रदर्स करके. एंड आई वॉज वेरी यंग एट दैट टाइम. आई प्रॉबली वुड हैव बीन इन क्लास 9th or 10th maybe. And I watched this show. It was about a doctor who was out on the war front with the soldiers, right? So the story was about his resilience. क्योंकि अब वो फील्ड में सिर्फ डॉक्टर ही नहीं है, वो एक सोल्जर भी है, और वो एक डॉक्टर की लाइफ के इतने सारे एस्पेक्ट्स और पर्सपेक्टिव्स होते हैं. एंड एज ए यंग इम्प्रेशनेबल चाइल्ड, 9th-10th में आई वॉज 14-15, राइट? तो एक वो जो मुझे लगा कि देर इज़ मोर टू दिस दैन जस्ट treating illnesses or diseases. It's about a lifestyle choice probably.
Okay, so क्या आपने MBBS में ही decide कर लिया था that you wanted to become a gynecologist?
MBBS पे decide नहीं किया था exactly that I wanted to become a gynecologist. I mean, I took my MBBS journey 1 year at a time. Like my whole drive all throughout my life has been that I just want to keep learning more and more. एंड लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माई फर्स्ट ईयर, तो गोल था कि जैसे टीचर लोग पढ़ाते हैं फर्स्ट ईयर के सब्जेक्ट्स फाउंडेशन, एक तो सब कुछ इतना नया था, तो उस टाइम पे तो एडजस्टमेंट ही चल रही थी टू दिस न्यू लाइफ. देन स्टेप बाय स्टेप एज आई स्टार्टेड रीडिंग मेडिसिन, तो एक्चुअली पीजी में क्या ब्रांच चूज़ करनी है मैंने इंटर्नशिप के बाद ही डिसाइड किया. बिकॉज इंटर्नशिप में जब ज़्यादा क्लिनिकल एक्सपोजर होने लगा, सो आई काइंड ऑफ फिल्टर्ड आउट ब्रांचेस के भाई ये ब्रांच तो मैं बिल्कुल कर ही नहीं सकती. विद दैट माइंड सेट आई हैड कि मेडिसिन भी मुझे नहीं करने का मन था फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एंड बाय एक्सटेंशन मुझे पीडियाट्रिक्स भी करने का मन नहीं था. आई यूज्ड टू गेट वेरी स्कैर्ड पीडियाट्रिक्स OPD की पोस्टिंग्स में. वो छोटे छोटे बच्चों को देख के मुझे आई डिड नॉट फील माई सेल्फ अप फॉर द टास्क. I eliminated ophthalmology for that matter. कि मुझे I don't want to, I can't operate looking into a microscope or things like that. But I think I had a general aptitude for obstetrics and gynecology. I did feel drawn towards that branch. And I think it was in the internship only that I decided that yes, I need a mix of medicine and surgery. That I need a branch that will allow me to practice both medicine and a little bit of surgery. And obs-gynae suited me well in that sense.
Then what advice will you give to the upcoming gynecologist?
To an upcoming budding gynecologist, I first of all want to say that one should choose this branch out of interest and real passion and choice, first of all, because it can become very taxing if you do have the passion, and it will take a lot of your time initially because of the learning curve involved. But yes, it will also take time if you do decide to practice as an obstetrician. You'll have to balance your late night duties, and a child decides to get born, it can be in the middle of the night also. So emergencies are a part and parcel of being an obstetrician. But then again, now one can choose how much to work, to what extent one needs to do. There are other also fellowships coming along that one can pursue. So there is a lot that this branch can offer. So I think this is true for any branch that you will choose to do. Your interest should be aligned. That's the bottom line. Your interest should be aligned, because if that is the case, then the struggles around the branch can be better dealt with.
Hi sir, can you please tell us that how did you meet?
So I met Shonali here in Delhi. I think it was back in 2013, 14.
Something around that time.
And then we met here in CP. We had common friends who were also doctors. So we met an evening party and I saw her and I was like, oh, who's this girl? So that's how we ended up meeting in an evening party, and that's it.
Yeah, those were party days.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the role of Dr. Shonali in your life? And same question for you, ma'am.
Okay.
So
You go first, huh?
For me, I've been with Shonali for more than 10 years now, 11 years probably. And over time, her role in my life has changed over time. There was a time when we were more into a party mode after MBBS and everything. She had done her PG and an MD. And then, so there was a time when we used to have more fun, go out together and all. Over time, her contribution to my life kind of changed, where there were times when I was a bit unsure about myself. What career path should I take? What should I do? And she was always there to support me and, tell me ki chill hai, sab ho jayega, you do what you want to do. So her presence kind of helped me explore many things in life.
Yeah, like he's also an MBBS graduate, but he does not pursue medicine and decided to take the route less taken. Like he teaches history instead. So that is his contribution in my life actually. And now talking about his contribution in my life, I would like to say that the first time I met him, jab shuruaat mein, to I was too occupied in my own personal MBBS वाला journey, post graduation वाला journey. तो हम medical professionals का हो जाता है, हम cocooned हो जाते हैं अपने उसमें ना. And then he exposed me to a world that exists outside of the medical college also, or outside of the medical professional also. तो हमारा काफ़ी टाइम तक तो यही चलता रहता है, इनका आज भी चलता है कि मैंने ये नई किताब पढ़ी है, इसमें ये लिखा है, तुमने पढ़ा क्या, मैंने ये पढ़ा है, तुमने पढ़ा क्या. So like the exchange of ideas, that is a very big contribution, I would say. That I know, I think now I can say that I know of the world more than medicine actually. So that is it.
So is there any fun or exciting moments to share with us?
Fun or exciting? I think this was
Last
2
year.
years ago. 24, right? 24 December. So yeah, almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago.
So we went to New Zealand, and there we went with a group of friends, some 15-16 friends. All of them are doctors. We planned this trip for almost a year. और हम वहाँ पे ऑकलैंड में, it was Auckland? Queenstown. Sorry, it was in Queenstown कि हम लोगों ने अपना जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा मोमेंट हो गया हमारा कि we did the skydiving together and we were very scared. लेकिन हम लोग सब ग्रुप में थे और the whole plane belonged to us. We were like कि नहीं चलो सब चलते हैं, कर ही लेंगे.
हाँ, that was like a fun, exciting thing to do. मतलब I can't believe कि हमने वो
हाँ, so
कर
that
लिया.
was crazy.
Together मतलब अलग अलग दूसरे बंदे के साथ कूदे थे, साथ में नहीं कूदे थे.
हाँ, but that was something we did together.
हाँ.
Yeah.
Can you just share some photographs or videos, ma'am, of your early days?
चलिए let's find out, देखते
Okay,
हैं.
let's go, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Like most of my college photographs, उस टाइम पे वो था ना, हम लोग क्या कोडैक वाला कैमरा यूज़ करते थे. ये थोड़ी था, वो रील वाला था. डेवलप करा के रखते थे. तो पुरानी कुछ हैं आई थिंक फ्रॉम रखी होंगी मैंने कॉलेज डेज की, बट फैमिली की तो मेरे पेरेंट्स के घर पे हैं एक्चुअली फोटोग्राफ्स.
Can you show them, ma'am?
या ओके, दिस इज मैं पहले बहुत डांस करती थी, अभी थोड़ा कम हो गया. अब मैं बस ऐसे थोड़ा सा हिल लेती हूँ. बट दिस इज मी. आई थिंक क्लास 1 की होगी शायद ये.
Okay.
So
And the other one?
the other one is अर्ली डेज की बोली थी ना आपने. मैं क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में चलती हूँ फिर. राइट, दिस इज अगेन आई थिंक दिस इज मी इन क्लास 6.
ओके नाइस.
हाँ, प्राइज लेती हुई फोटो दिखा रही हूँ मैं अपनी सारी, मेरे ख्याल से, क्योंकि वही मम्मी पापा यार वही लोग खींच के रखते थे ये क्या कहते हैं प्राइज लेती हुई फोटोग्राफ्स. एंड देन दिस इज मी इन ये 11th होगा या 11th या 12th होगा.
ओके, यू प्ले गिटार आल्सो.
हाँ, ये
मैम
मैंने
लास्ट में ये सेगमेंट बिल्कुल करेंगे 101%.
हाँ, ये मैंने
गाना
तब
सुनना है
सीखना
मैंने.
शुरू किया था. राइट,
यू सिंग आल्सो.
आई ट्राई टू. ऐसे मतलब ऐसे
Great,
नहीं, मतलब
great,
मैं
great,
बस
great.
दोस्तों के साथ ही करती हूँ, मतलब
Great,
ज़्यादा
great,
ऐसे
great,
कुछ नहीं. बट इसमें मैं गा नहीं रही, इसमें मैं बजा रही हूँ. राइट, एंड देन दिस इज अगेन वन ऑफ माई हॉस्टल पिक्स. दिस इज MBBS, आई थिंक मे बी, आई डोंट नो, 3rd या 4th ईयर, पता नहीं कब की है. अच्छा एक मिनट, PSM की वर्कबुक है मेरे हाथ में, तो ये 3rd ईयर होगा. हाँ, PSM की वर्कबुक है. then now these are like me getting my credentials, accolades, my medals. ये college days की. These are all MBBS. Thank you जी.
How your day look like in the hospitals?
My day in the hospital would look differently the way I plan it. Like for example, today I have a lighter OPD day, right? And I had to talk to you people. So again, I've kept it a lighter day, looking at the OPDs and the patients there. So fewer appointments scheduled today. And there are times when I have cases lined up also. So it depends how the day looks. Now I think I've reached that point in my life where I can structure the day according to how I want it to be.
How you approach your patients?
I look at my approach towards my patient is with a lot of honesty, to tell them about whatever problem it is that they're suffering and how best it can be addressed. And I believe that a patient deserves all the options there are on the table as far as treatment options are concerned. But apart from that, aside, something that we tend to miss in clinical practice, and which I realized very late in life, unfortunately, is the human side, the empathy of the profession. Like, for example, again, when you're in your residency days, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of grit and grime, and you're out there, and at times you stop being kind. And my approach towards my patient is now I try to be much more kinder than I used to be earlier. So that's my approach. And more so when you work in low resource settings, sometimes you realize, and I have had that realization in life, where sometimes, we tell patients, why didn't you come to me with this complaint earlier? Or, what took you so long? And now this has happened and that has happened. And at times we fail to see that there are social circumstances, there are cultural circumstances behind a person's life. So there is more to a person than just his or her illness, and the whole thing comes to you. And that's my approach, a very humanistic approach, I would like to say.
Ma'am, how do you incorporate your learning at hospitals in your content?
I think the best way to incorporate whatever I learn in the hospital into contents is when I tell a case story, or like a case scenario. I think that is the best way to learn, because if you look at the medical profession, when there is a whole lot of theoretical material that you have to master, and also there's no end to learning. If you look at the medical profession, and each new patient comes with a new set of challenges sometimes, and storytelling, I believe, is the best way that we learn. Okay. So I would like to share, clinical case scenario based discussions is what is the way how I incorporate whatever I learn in my daily clinical routine and practice, and I try to bring that into the content.
Ma'am, I also wanted to know that what drives you to show up every day?
What drives me every day to show up? This is not a very easy question actually, because whatever people may say ki motivation or passion, something, I don't think it kind of आपकी life में कूट के भरा नहीं होता. I think what I feel is, because there are good days, there are bad days. Sometimes you are very happy with your work, sometimes you feel very dejected and lost and you want to give up also. And it has happened with me many times. I can recall there was a time when I, took the branch, and for the initial 6 months I was very lost, and मुझे ऐसा लगा मैंने क्या कर दिया है, और was it the right decision for me, and I started self-doubting. There were good teachers, good seniors who helped me, who understood me, who talked to me about it. I'm forever grateful to them for that. But coming back to your question, what drives me to do this every other day is maybe the commitment. I think the commitment that I made to myself. So I think that is the driving force in my life. It is not passion. It is not perseverance. Maybe I think stubbornness is what drives me in life, but वो एक two-edged sword होती है. Other than that, I'm a very committed person. So if I've committed that I would do something, if I've made that commitment to myself, I like to follow through. If I've made that commitment to somebody else, I like to follow through.
Ma'am, how do you see yourself as an educator?
That's actually a difficult question. How do I see myself as an educator? Because I somehow don't believe that I'm an educator, honestly speaking. I always feel that I'm here to learn. What keeps me, it's a very selfish goal, I want to learn, and that is, the teaching is the best way, I think, that I can learn, or one can learn. उस पूरी journey में सबसे ज़्यादा important चीज़ होती है कि मैं खुद सीख रही हूँ. कई बार मैं अपने students से सीख रही होती हूँ, learning how to learn actually, and learning how to teach.
जब आप content create करते हैं, तो what do you keep in your mind?
When I create content, the basic idea in my mind is that if somebody is investing their time in watching my content, it should benefit them. They should gain something out of it, right? And also, मुझे मज़ा आना चाहिए वो तरीके का content बनाने में. अगर मेरे को मज़ा नहीं आ रहा है and I'm not liking the entire process of creating that content, then I don't go ahead and do it. So these are the two basic things. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste the other person who's watching me उसका time.
So अभी Prepladder ने version 11 launch किया है. So what do you think is special in version 11?
What is special in version 11 is that, as far as the faculty is concerned, and I think all faculties, all of us have taken the effort to look at the key specific areas where students falter or make mistakes, या जहाँ पे हमें थोड़ा सा और अपने तरफ से as an educator effort देने की ज़रूरत है. Like for example, we have also kind of focused on what are the recent trends in the examinations, where might be the students' preparation lagging behind, like problem areas have been identified कि MCQs में problem areas हैं क्या, या subjects को integrate करके सीखने में problem है क्या, या concept के level पे understanding कम है, या clarity नहीं आ रही है कि भाई बहुत ज़्यादा content हो गया, बहुत ज़्यादा videos देखने में दिक्कत आ रही है, तो उसको हम कंडेंस क्रिस्प कंसाइज करते हुए, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम उसका स्ट्रक्चर ना ख़राब करें, हम उसमें जितना ज़्यादा कवरेज हो सके टॉपिक का, प्रीवियस ईयर टॉपिक्स का, वो देते हुए. So it is actually a mix of all of these aspects. So you will see that the theory is being discussed, the concept is being discussed, a question is being taken, a question is being discussed, how to attempt question, read a question. These are all aspects that faculty is trying to cover in the rapid revision videos itself. So I think the rapid revision videos, they are a big plus in version 11 this time, because they come with PYQs and the PYTs being tagged, at the same time questions being discussed, concept being discussed, how to attempt those questions, read those questions. So it is going to be an integrated whole lot, where if you watch a lecture for 2 to 3 hours, you will realize that you cover not just content but substance. So that is, I think, going to be the most important point. Other than that, the integrated lectures are also going to turn out to be a big plus for the version 11.
Okay, ma'am, one last thing. If there can be one message for the students, what can it be?
If there is going to be one message that I have to give to my students, that would definitely be that strengthen your basics. That is the most important thing, right? And वो जो एफर्ट लगेगी ना फाउंडेशन गढ़ने की, उस पे पानी डालने की, उसको सींचने की, वो जो मेहनत है, उस मेहनत में टाइम लगता है, समय लगता है. सो यू हैव टू पुट इन द टाइम एंड द एफर्ट ऑफ बिल्डिंग योर फाउंडेशन, बिल्डिंग योर बेसिक्स. पहली बार की रीडिंग स्लो होगी, पहली बार में कम समझ में आएगा. दी ओनली थिंग इज़ परसिस्टेंस. इसके अलावा कोई और शॉर्टकट करके अगर आपको लगता है या कोई बताता है कि एवरीथिंग कैन बी अचीव, दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. यू हैव टू पुट इन दी एफर्ट. पहली बार की लर्निंग की एफर्ट जब आप लगाएंगे और उसको जब आप रिपीटेडली रिविजन करते हैं, अपने को टेस्ट करते हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन रिकॉल करते हैं और इन सब प्रोसेस से गुजरते हैं, तब जाके एक फाइनल जो रिजल्ट आता है, दैट इज़ व्हाट वी ऑल वांटेड टू अचीव. वी ऑल वांटेड टू अचीव.
नाइस मैम. मैंने सुना है कि आप गिटार भी प्ले करते हैं.
वो BTS में बज गया है.
नहीं 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 नहीं, नहीं.
Okay, I'll try. मुसाफिर हूँ यारो, ना घर है ना ठिकाना, मुझे चलते जाना है, बस चलते जाना.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.